Good to know. So, hello and welcome to Workday 2023 R1. I hope everyone has been having a good time and penetrating information flow. I've had my cup of coffee and I'm ready to dive into integration module. Before I start, allow me to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Malay and I'm lead in technical consultant here in Tieto Every. I'm equipped with certification in HCM Core, Integration, Studio, and Launch. I would like to start by inviting you all to join Digital HR Insights community for event invitations, blogs, and content. We want to make your HR digitalization journey smooth and insightful. Before we start, I would like to request all the audience to feel free and type out questions in the chat box. I will be taking FAQs in between and rest by the end of the presentation. The recording of the meeting will be shared on demand within few days. You can also download the PDF to write your own comments, and then you can ask me any questions if you see. I will start with the safe harbor statement. I would request you all to just look at it. It mentions that any updates, what we are mentioning here, is not sure until unless it goes in the release. I will start with the key features. We have few key features in the integrations. I have listed down few of them. We will start with the complete phone number field for core connector worker. Then we will dive into EIP dashboard. We have few updates in Cloud Connect for third-party payroll. Then also we will see Object Transporter 2.0. And then we have few updates in Cloud Connect for benefits. We will start with complete phone number field for core connector worker integration. Just for your reference, I have also copied community link so that you can also go in detail and check out the community. To state the feature overview with Workday 2023 R1, Workday is enhancing core connector worker to improve the functionality. With this release, there is new complete phone number field in the worker personal data and related personal data on core connector worker integration template, so that you would be able to add the phone number consisting of area code and without any formatting. So for this, setup is required and you have to ensure that the integration is using version 40. You have to navigate to the integration system. And I think it would be better if I show you one demo. So I have created already one integration. I will just show you. So as you can see, I have already created a core connector worker for your reference. So we will see that how it is going to work. So first of all, we will go to integration system and we will configure the integration attributes. We will have to make sure that we are using version 40. Once this is configured, we will go inside the integration related action and we will go to field attributes. So to confirm that you have the phone number, first of all, you will have to select the phone number tab in here. Then when we go in the personal data section, so if you will see, we have phone data here. And then when we go and dive into phone data, we will see the complete phone number as per here. So this is what you need to do. So also while doing this, you have to make sure that in the attributes, you have selected the phone data. Just quickly show it again. So if you see here, I have included the phone type, I have included all of the phone numbers, but it depends on your requirement that what type of phone numbers you want to include. That is completely customizable. We can do that. And if we go back to our slides, so this is the same thing what we have mentioned here. I will just confirm it. So the integration should have the phone information. We will have to go and select as I showed you. Then we will have to configure enter the phone data under worker personal data section. And then we will launch the integration. I have also attached few screenshots for your reference because it could be when you see demo, you sometimes forget that how it was. So I have taken step by step to guide you how it goes. And this is the screenshot from the older version. So if you will see, there was no version 40. Here I have selected the complete phone number. And when you launch the integration, you will see output file like this, and this would be the header under which you will see the phone number. It would be complete phone number. So what will happen or the additional consideration? Nothing. The complete phone number just won't appear in the file. To give a summary about it, what is changing? So with this release, we are including complete phone number in the core connector worker. And for setup this in complete phone number, you will have to go and configure as I shown you. We will dive into the next features, and that is EIB dashboard. I have attached the link in here, so you can just go and look in the community if you want. So with this release, Workday is introducing a new EIB dashboard so that you can track your vitals for your EIBs, and that would be very quick and easy. I would say this is a very good enhancement because earlier we used to make some integration for monitoring, but with this release, you would be directly able to check your EIB's performance with just a matter of clicks. So with this, Workday is delivering a new EIB dashboard, and that will be tracking the EIB integration events by type, success matrix by EIB type. We can configure this by configuring it in maintain dashboards. So for this, setup is required, and I have listed down all the tasks that you would be needing it for the technical changes. If you see here, I have mentioned the task that is maintain dashboard, security domains, and integration build, event, and deep. So I will first show you in the 10 so that it is easy for you. Go. So first of all, we will have to enter the task maintain dashboards. Once you see maintain dashboard, you simply come here and you filter it by EIB dashboard. Go in here, go and select edit. So here I have already created one tab so that you can see real life output. And in the worklets earlier, it was nothing, but I have added all the three types as it was mentioned in the configuration. That is EIB success matrix by type, EIB success matrix, EIB events by type. You can configure more in this according to your requirement. I have taken all as of now for our testing. Once you configure this, you will have to you will select home. We will again go and edit the home page. You will see the worklets. And as you can see, I have added the EIB dashboard in here. So you will have to add the EIB dashboard. Then we will go and select, go to the home page. So now you can see in your top apps, you can see EIB dashboard. We will select this. And we can see my name is coming because I have already created this demo. So here are all the metrics which are getting provided. So this is EIB success matrix by type. This is EIB success matrix. This is EIB events by type. You can go and check the account. So for your reference, I already launched one EIB and which was completed and one of it was aborted. So you can see how simple it is. You have to simply click few buttons and you will be able to see the output. You can also drill down and this will take you to the event. Same if you go for the aborted. You will get the result. However, when I was trying it yesterday, I was not able to see my integration immediately. So I'm assuming that it takes some time because today we can see it. And again, you can see all the features and then you can also drill it down. So I would say that this is a good enhancement for our customers because it would be very easy for you to track. It would be simply on your dashboard. You have to just go and click in the morning while sipping your coffee, and you will be able to know that what has failed or what has completed or how much time it is taking. So I will just show the configuration again. So I have added all the tasks that we need to do, maintain dashboard, security, domains. Then for EIB dashboards, we need to have these features. I have broken it point by point. That is, access the maintain dashboard. You give the content. You have to give your tab name. You have to add these worklets to the tab. So you have all the step-by-step instruction for this. And in the demo also have attached the screenshot so that you can, even by looking at the screenshots, you can go and type the task and configure it in your tenant. I'm just scrolling through all the screenshots so it is clear for all of us. This is how it will appear for you. So what is the additional consideration that if you don't make this change, you will not be able to see this feature, but I would recommend you to see this. So what is changing? Workday is introducing new EIB dashboard to track our EIBs and check their performance. We have to set up the new EIB dashboard as we saw in the demo. And there will be no changes if you don't do anything. Are there any questions, Mintu?
Right now, I can't see any questions in the chat, but if you would have any, please just type them to the chat and I will read them out loud to Malai.
Thank you, Mintu. So the next feature we have is Cloud Connect for third-party payroll. Workday has enhanced Cloud Connect for third-party payroll, and I think it is very beneficial for all of us. So here are a few of the feature overview. So with this release, Workday continues to improve the performance. And there are a few features which are automatically available. For a few of them, setup is required. I have tried to segregate all of the features and I will also try to show you some demo. So first of all, we will see global payroll reconciliation service replacement. So with this release, they have replaced the service global payroll reconciliation deployed service async as async maximum services. I will quickly show this first in the tenant so that it is easy for you. So this is the GPC I have already created. And you can see right here. I think it is better to see in the tenant. Okay. So with this update, the integrations configured with global payroll reconciliation use the new service, and this will not impact any of the integration functions. I've also attached one screenshot for your reference. The next feature, this is also automatically available, is modify output file name. And with this, Workday provides more control how you can configure integration output file names on the Peachy template. They have provided always append pay group name before the first XML extension so that you can see your pay group name in the file. Then we have this is the same service, async maxim, which we have already covered. Then we will see payroll interface MQ service for generic country integration templates. So with this, Workday has added initial services on template, and it will automatically update your integration configured with generic country templates. Then we have a higher data checkpoint for third-party system. So with this onboarding, and it will also prevent errors from missing information, and you can configure it in higher data checkpoint and third-party system business process step. Unfortunately, I couldn't do this in our tenant since we are using GMS tenant and all the services are not applicable here. But I will be happy to share with you, for example, if our customer want to see that how in detail it works, I would be happy to show in your own tenant because there is nothing configured in our tenant. The next is PG effective stack integration calculate field assessment. So when you view integration based on PG, Workday now displays a warning message when you use a calculated field configuration based on termination. So earlier this feature was not there, and now suppose if you are using a report field which is in the like whose data source is terminated based on report date, it will throw an error. And I think this is a good feature. They are enhancing their integration. The next is in Vici. So when you see integration based on Vici, Workday now displays detailed warning message when there is a performance related to calc field configured to the report fields. Here are few of the fields which they have mentioned is manager, staffing history, all, staffing history approved, worker events completed, and terminated based on report date. We will see the next, that is worker profile for GPC. So when you see a discrepancy in GPC item, you can select the user option to see the workday profile of the associated worker. The next is case number and child disability indicator field attributes. So with this, Workday has added in PG and VG case number and child disability indicator. And show one of the demo. So if you can see, maybe I should zoom in. So if you go in PG and if you see in leave of absence data, you can see case number and child disability indicator. Maybe if I am able to show you in the tenant, we'll open our PG. And when you go to the related action of your PG, you will go to the field attributes. GMS tenant is a bit slow. So we will see under leave of absence data. So this is the case number and child disability indicator. So what I have understood by this enhancement is that suppose I think this will help more in the payroll section. Suppose if someone is with the disability, it will help to maintain a case file, and this will increase the efficiency. So I think it is a good feature. And we will see the other one. So there is also update in data changes audit report. So now you can filter out your data changes audit report by multiple events, and there are few prompts, that is integration sent from date time, integration sent to date time, pay groups workers. I was trying to see this in our GMS tenant, but unfortunately I couldn't get it. But then again, I would be happy to show our customer in their own preview tenant. Then we will see the next one. So this is payroll interface fields, and we have added new pay data section under the earnings and deduction section, that is percentage, rate, unit type. You can again, to see this, you will go under the field section, and we will have to configure all these values. Then we have event-driven integration for ADP Celegro. So ADP Celegro is a payroll vendor, and this is event-driven integration step. So we cannot do much in our system, but rather under the ADP system. But this is a new feature which enables ADP to configure. So to see the next one, we have percentage feed for bonus plan. So it's suppose we are giving a bonus to our employee, we can also configure it via percentage field. And this will be again under the compensation plans and bonus plan data section. If you see, you can see it right here, bonus plan data section. We will have to enable it. Obviously, we will have to enable the other attributes as well, but we will be there to help you. Then we have exclude amount field for percentage based attributes. So this would be configured in the attributes, and this would be again canceling it. Suppose if you have already given your employee and you don't want to launch this in your integration, we will have to go and select it. See, and this would be under, so this would be in the attributes. So if you can see here, we have exclude amount field for percentage based plans attribute. The next we have work schedule calendar data section. So with this, Workday is enabling work schedule calendar data section on the PG template, and this will support and assign work calendars, assign custom work schedule, create work schedule calendars. There are few notes along with this that this doesn't support schedule overrides, time tracking data, calendar events or details. So this I couldn't find in our GMS tenant, this setting, but then again, I would be happy to show you in your own tenant. We have few problems in our GMS tenant. I hope you all understand. Then we will go to the next feature. This is again a bit of explanation to the work schedule calendar data section. It will enable you to report the work schedule calendar changes and the start and end dates. Then we will see the PG roll-up entry dated changes. So we already had roll-up entry dated changes, but with this release, they have also added person communication in the roll-up data entry data changes. I will show you one screenshot. So this is how, and this is the one which is configured. I will also show you in the tenant. Okay. So if you see here, go under this, and here you see person communication. So if you will go and check in any of your tenant, this is not there. So this has been added with this release. The same it is for the VG. Even for the VG, they have Workday has added roll-up entry dated changes, and it would be the same as in PG. I've also taken a screenshot for that. You can find it here. But if you want to dive in VG and do the configuration, it would be as similar as in PG. So this is one of the most interesting feature what I have seen, and I think many of us were struggling for this. There were many brainstorm that if we can increase. So with this release, we have the control over the number of future days, and we can have a look ahead date. So default value is 93, but now we can increase it to 403. And the number of additional pay periods would be 13 months or 57 weeks. This is a very, very good update for all of our customers, and I'm very sure that we will be using it a lot. The same has changed in the VG as well. So even in VG, we have increased it to 13 months or 57 weeks of data in the future. To show the configuration, this is the screenshot I have attached, but also I will show you in the tenant. Since we already have our PG opened, and if you see here, we have maximum number of future days. And if we select this, first of all, let me show you the default value, that is 93, as mentioned. And if we go and we can change it to 403. So it's a big enhancement. It is as same as in the VG. We will be able to do with the same configuration. The actions are going to be the same. So with this, few of them are automatically available, and for few setup is required, as I showed you in the demo. And if you will not make the changes, there won't be any impact to your integrations. So with this, Workday is improving Cloud Connect for third-party payroll functionality, including in PG and VG. And we will have to make significant changes to get it in our output, and there will be no impact if we are not doing it. Again, we have also done analysis for all of our existing customers, and we have seen that it is not impacting. So we have also tested it, and that is the data how I'm able to say that we won't be having any impact. The next feature would be Object Transporter 2.0, and here is the community link I have attached to it. And I think this is one of the most important feature with this release, because Object Transporter 1.0 is not going to work after this release. And if we want to migrate our changes from sandbox to production, we definitely need to know about this. So with this feature, 2.0 is new version of Object Transporter tool, and it migrates volume and complexity much faster and supports additional migration use case. It covers most of the objects. We can migrate most of the objects in one single configuration package. But to get this, you can only do this in your customer central tenant. So I would recommend that if you don't have customer central tenant, you should get one. So I have listed down all the tasks. Setup is required for this. We will have to create a configuration package. We'll have to see that whether our objects are supporting and they would be able to migrate. So to check that, we can go and check in aux supported objects. So, so we don't have this in our GMS tenant because it is not possible to migrate to any other tenant. So it was very difficult for me to get screenshots for this, but still I have taken it. I won't be able to show you a demo, but I think while looking at the screenshots, I would be able to tell you that how it is going to work. So first of all, so the first task would be aux supported objects. It's a task. Unfortunately, it is not there in our tenant. I will also show you. if I give this, we will not get anything. But I have tested this in our customer tenants and I was able to see. So you already have it in your tenant. It is just that in GNS you won't be able to see. Okay, so that was our first task to look for supported objects. Then we will go in, let's say we are migrating from sandbox to production. So we will have to go in sandbox and we will have to create the configuration package. We will have to give a name for our package. We will have to select the package version. And here you can see aux 1.0 or aux 2.0. We will have to select aux 2.0. Then we would be selecting the configuration package and we will have to select that what we want to migrate. So here I have selected custom objects. Then this would be the next screen after you select it. Then you will have to manually select that what all things you want to include in that. And have a minute to look on this so that it is easy and clear for us. Once we did that, like this would be your screen, how it would be visible once you do that. This is Object Transporter 2.0. This is a short screenshot which you will see. Then you will have to go to your customer central data. So let me see if I'm able to do that. Okay. Just a second because it logged out. It doesn't has that much time.
Malai, mentioning about time, I'll just help you with the time management since we started a couple of minutes late. So now you have a little bit more than 15 minutes of your presentation, just to help you out.
Thank you, Mintu, and I think we will be able to cover. We will go here. Okay, I think it should log in. Yes, it has. I wanted to show you that how our customer central tenant will look. Okay. We have this. Okay, here. So we'll go for the task migrate configuration package. And here you see the source tenant. I will also share the screen. So you see here migrate configuration package. It is same here. So we will select our source tenant and then we will select our target tenant. We'll see select configuration package, but you can see an error coming because we cannot do this. So I was stuck here. So I cannot show you how exactly it works in our demo, but I just wanted to show you the task. Then after you select the migrate configuration package, this would be the next page, how it will look. This is how, so once you select it, you will see all the instances. So it is just like 1.0, but with 2.0, it is more seamless and better, and you can migrate most of the things together. You can see all the drill down details in here. And this is how something your screen will look after you migrate all the changes. So here are a few of the additional consideration which we'll have to take. So it will be only orchestrated from your customer central tenant. So if you don't have it, you have to request one. And this is for free in the Workday Customer Center. And we will have to migrate from implementation, sandbox, and preview with help of this. We will be creating a configuration package and then we will be migrating it. So what is changing? Workday is introducing Object Transporter 2.0. It is the new version, and we all should be aware about this because with this release, 1.0 is going to vanish. I have listed down all the things which we want to know or how we are going to do. So I would suggest that you try it once in your tenant, and suppose if you're not able to do it, feel free to reach out to me. I can again share you step-by-step instruction that how we are going to do it. So now we come for the Cloud Connect for benefits. We have few of the features in Cloud Connect for benefits. So few of them are automatically available, and for few setup is required. I would cover all of them. So like to start with, there is insurance voluntary products. So in this, they have added a new mapping feature that it is for gender. So it was for male and female, but now you have a new gender here. I have attached the screenshot in here, and it would be as easy to configure. You will have to go to the integration, and we will have to configure the integration mapping, and then we will be able to select it. Also, when we see in the MetLife, we can see that they have added new VS codes. So that is branch number, product code, and subcode. I've also taken a screenshot of that. So we will have to go in our integration related action and configure this. Then we have LDX. So this update, we are Workday is updating the support changes for this integration. Then we have Vanguard DIS outbound. So with this, you will have a CSV file and you can use it to review and validate your workers' negative contributions. Then in Cigna, we have increased the maximum length to 20 characters. Then in Cloud Connect for benefits LDX, we have few fields, which is text to enumeration. I'm not going in details because these are understandable as just by looking on this. Then we have automatically available Payflex and Cobra. In this template, you can output multiple values for employee ID field. Then we have a Vanguard. And with this, Workday enables you to send annualized dates in the payroll start date. Then in Lincoln Financial, Workday is removing the buy a plan index attribute. So not all of our customers are using the benefits integration, but still I wanted to highlight that what new features are coming in. Then we have Vanguard retirement savings. And with this, you can put the entry date as per this format, that is YYMMTD. There are new configurable, contribution in the source codes for data group B and C. Here are the details. There is also update in United Healthcare, medical, dental, vision, as you can see in the slide. We then also have an update in MetLife. So they have removed the retirement. We have also updated in retirement savings and new contribution codes. For the external values, also Workday has added few of the source mapping. Then if you see now we have benefit
Malai, sorry
solution,
to
we can
interrupt
select
you.
below
Sorry to
quotes.
interrupt you, but your connection is breaking a little bit. So may I ask you to turn off your camera for a while so we can hear you perhaps a little bit better?
Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Yes. Thank you. Now it seems to be a little bit better. Thanks.
Okay. My apologies for the connection. I'm not sure. I think this day is giving me new challenges. Okay.
It's okay. We will live with it.
We will see the new template, and this is also LDX. And with this vendor, we are providing new codes. Then for ANSI X112834, we have 300 external values on the health coverage data. Then we also have something in Guardian Dental Vision and Insurance. Again, all of these updates would be better if we are configuring the integration, the CCB, and within that, we would be able to explain that how exactly it is going to impact you or what you can change. Then we have HSA Bank, and for this, you will have to have setup required. You can send enrollment files to HSA Bank. These are few of the other features. This is self-explanatory. So for the configuration, few of them are automatically available, and for few setup is required. There would be no impact if you don't make any changes. So is trying to improve CCB functionality. Okay. Are there any questions,
Malay,
Neetu, before I dive?
we got a request in the chat. The request is from Jade. And are you able to share step by step the document for OX2?
Okay, thank you for the question. And I will share you on an email. I can go back and explain it to you, but I think we are getting shorter on time. But I will send you the detailed step-by-step pictures as well as the task so that you are able to configure it. And I will make sure that you get the file.
Thank you, Malay. And thanks for the question.
So we would be looking at few of the other features. So I'm trying to cover few of the other features. There were a lot of features, but these are few of the points which I think we should see. So that is banking and settlements. Then we have digital signatures. There is something in EIB. We have few things in integration, and we have payroll check print integrations, and there is also something in web services. So with this update, Core Connector Payments Outbound P2 integration template complies with the country requirement to include the phone numbers for your pays in your payment files, and it is automatically available. To add these fields, we will have to go to receiving party data section of the integration template and enter all the below details. For this one, the setup is required, and this is phone number fields for WP, and this is enhanced performance. Also, they have added new fields to the payment receiving party data section. Then we have pay primary phone number report field. And with this, Workday has a new pay phone number report field on the pay business object secured to below domains. I have listed out all the domains for your reference. We will come to the next feature, and that is digital signature and integrity checks for inbound EIB and document retrieval services. So with this release, Workday enhanced PGP encrypted data transfers in inbound EIB and document retrieval services. I will quickly show you how it is done because it might take some time. So I have taken one screenshot. So I had created one PGP key, private PGP key that was MalaDNU. And when you go in your file retrieval, and if you select decrypt using this PGP key, then you will be able to see force integrity check as well as digital signature validation using PGP certificate. So I would say that this has increased the security. I can show you in the tenant, but I think we are going to find no, we are not going to find some time. Again, we will see. Then in EIB, we deliver Workday is now delivering the XLX custom object spreadsheet template, and you can go under the template model under any inbound EIB and generate spreadsheet template from the related action menu. It would be as simple as it has been mentioned. Then there is next feature and integration, and this is for the cancel integration. So suppose sometimes it happens that we have launched the integration, and it's just running and running and running, and it is not getting canceled, and it increases the load on our system. So with this release, Workday automatically changes the status to failed for integration events which are progressing more than 7 days. Unfortunately, I don't have this because I couldn't find a way to make integration 7 days and then show how it would be done. But again, I will keep this in mind and I will try to show our customers and their tenant that how it works. Then we have something in payroll check print integrations. So in this ADP check print, it includes, it enables us to print a local bank name and address on paychecks based on the worker's location. And there has been also an addition in P03000 record. Then we will come on the web services. So there has been few changes in bulk import web services and also some updates in exit validation messages. So for this, we will have to go through the web services and see what exactly changes has been done. I have tried to include the link for the latest web services. So here is the link. So if you want to have a look, you can go and have a look on this. And when we are configuring this web services, then we will be exactly able to tell you that how it is going to be different. With this, we come on to the roadmap. This time, the roadmap has been very interesting because, as earlier, now Workday focuses more on global, also focuses more on experience and efficiency. I remember it last time in our presentation, I saw many of the changes, and I'm happy to see that it has been changing and they are bringing more and more. So what do we mean by global? That it is now Workday is implementing for global payroll and it is not only configuring for one country. They want to go to all countries and increase the efficiency of the payroll. The experience has also increased. Now it supports the employees and administrator. And if we see the efficiency, it simplifies the deployment and it also eliminates a bit of manual effort. And they have now set up, so I will try to explain this picture. So in this picture, they are mentioning that we are like three type of people. So we are global payroll administrator, there would be employee and there would be integration administrator. And on the right side, if you see, they have mentioned do it yourself configuration or vendor support is needed. So with this, PG configurable output is in Excel. So select the data fields of PG you want to see in the output files, and you will be able to get it. And you can use this as a reference for third party. And if you see this, so it says that do it yourself and global payroll people can do this. The next feature is PG or VG extend future look ahead date, as I mentioned. So now they have increased from 93 to 403 from 3 monthly periods to 13 and 57 weekly periods. Then we have print multiple pay slips. So this provides the ability to print multiple pay slips in Workday, and it also supports PDP, PDF, JPJ, and PNG formats. It helps us because it improves the user experience by saving time and increasing the efficiency. The next would be external payroll documents mass deletion. Now we can delete up to 100,000 documents, and this will help us to for the data cleanup, and it will also increase the efficiency. There has been also changes in data changes audit enhancement, as we saw in the presentation, that now they have changed the data changes audit file with new filters. It is same as in VG as it was in PG. Then we have integration command center for PG, and it sends prioritized data downward stream in every 15 minutes and identify the data which was sent and which had errors. So in summary, this is the CCTPP roadmap. So with this release, we have PG configurable output to Excel. We have future look ahead date, print multiple pay slips, mass deletion. There was update in data changes audit enhancement, and command center for PG. In the future, they are looking more towards integration command center enhancement. They want to make it seamless. Also, we have local payroll data There is going to be update for PG on top of stack, and there is non-file based data transfer. So with this, we come to an end to our presentation.